AM 560, The Answer.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Honey bunny, let me know when my order is confirmed. The Buseys of Oz. It's absolutely fantastic. Squirrel. Gary Busey's face is on every character in a poster, movie poster of The Wizard of Oz. I highly recommend it.
Hey, everyone. Have a great week.
Twice as smart as the passenger on his motorcycle.
For a while. So my timing here was attached to my mission here.
Vodka.
I think the people that he has appointed are probably the worst cabinet in history in that.
She's clearly drunk or high or both. Who the frack knows? But what are you going to do? Tax her $500 million? You got a better chance of taxing a Pritzker.
Bill, which were things that we were working with them on. And so to have a statement put out by the Bears, now they're saying to us that that statement is not some confirmation that they're moving to Indiana, but rather that Indiana had asked them to say that, you know, they're going to move forward.
If they can read, if they are looking and monitoring the cost of the corruption in Chicago and Illinois, if they heard you lie through your teeth, there is only but one choice.
This could convince the Chicago Bears to cross state line and build a new stadium. Lawmakers say the Bears...
So I don't listen to sports. So when I don't watch sports, I could give a rip. So when I did this, I started to research, about the Bears. And apparently there's still a sports station. What's it called, Squirrel? Scourge, whatever. There's still a sports station out there. And to listen to these idiots, and I mean idiots, talk about this decision, it's truly laughable. These are people that have no idea of why people create things, of what a business is supposed to do, what the intention of a business is. A business is not a charity. A business stands on its own 2 feet if it has any character. A business is not obligated to fund or be funded by government, in theory.
It's a sad day when the Bears are leaving Chicago and Illinois. I can acknowledge that. Objectively, I believe it is a sad day for the Chicago Bears and the fan base because it is different and it hits you different. And you're George McCaskey and your grandfather is George Halas. And I don't know that he would look down smiling at this move.
Do you know anything about him aside from the fact you watch his team? Do you know what he did to get the team started? If he borrowed the money, if he funded it himself, do you know what his intentions were to build the team? For his family and for profit and for entertainment? Do you have any idea? And as far as assuming what everybody thinks about this move, I have friends who are season ticket holders. I've got a nephew who I love to death. It's a joke to go down there. You're driving through ghettos and third worlds. You're accosted if you go anywhere off the designated route. It's not a good experience for the people who are there. But that's what you like. You like the lie. And that's why everybody's voted Democrat for half a century. You love the lie. You just want to be lied to.
Diagnosis, a life-threatening disease. Getting treated and getting well shouldn't be a lifelong burden on your finances and credit score.
The reason things are so bad are the other Democrat, Obama and Pelosi and Obamacare. They run against what they destroy. And they run to fix it in 5 years and 10 years and 7 years, exactly like Soviets. So if you have a business, if you have a brain, if you understand, believe them when they tell you they're coming for you. And when they say rich, they mean anybody who isn't them, in the same way the Bolsheviks, in the same way the communists, the Marxists, and the socialists have meant since the dawn of collectivism.
We're going to Springfield today to tell the governor and the General Assembly that our students need them to tax the rich.
It's not just this sloth, this picture of gluttony. 320 pounds of stank you could smell through the screen. I don't know what her teacher's name is, but I know what the kids call her. Creases. It's everywhere there's Democrats.
Now at 11, a new small business here in Seattle is claiming construction and crime near Westlake Park are devastating his business. Thanks for joining us here at 11. I'm Preston Phillips. Jackie Kent is live tonight in Seattle. And Jackie, that business owner told you he's had to close temporarily, and now he's calling on the city for help.
Oh, absolutely, Preston. And of course, this comes as Mayor Katie Wilson gave her first State of the City address today. She said what she's hearing from business owners is some of their main problems are affordability, public safety, homelessness. Those are all the things.
All of the things you created. Seattle before Democrats and after. Take a look for yourself. Take a look anywhere in this country or around the world. Communists, Marxists, or socialists take over an area. Josh, how are you?
Hey, Sean, love you, man. How you doing?
Good. Love you right back. Thank you.
Good, good. I've been waiting for you guys to bring this up, and I have an
you
idea.
got the wrong guy, babe. All right, go ahead.
I know I got the wrong guy, but you brought it up, so now I've got to call. Here's my plan. Okay, NASCAR has a racetrack in Will County. All the infrastructure is there. It's the right size. It just needs to be refit. If the Chicago Bears and NASCAR and Indy all team up and take that whole area and turn it into a super motocross plex, so you have a new racetrack that everyone NASCAR fans like, an Indy track that will bring Chicago Indy fans to. The NHRH is still there. And it takes the Bears out of Chicago and puts them in Will County, and the Cook County taxes can pound sand.
Josh,
that's
the
my
problem, but Will County, the problem, and listen, this is why 33 counties, that even though it's not covered, 33 counties in the state voted, took the time out, the effort, the ballots, the people went to the polls, and they voted for secession. The problem with Will County is it still has the Pritzker lies. Pritzker went up there for what, an hour and 20 minutes and lied. Bald-faced lie. The math that they use to pretend to be a donor state negates the true cost of everything from Social Security to Medicare to Medicaid, the SNAP benefits to housing. They minus all the liabilities and only tell you about the money they extort through revenue that is extorted from the worker in his payroll tax, in the taxes that are taken out of dividends, in the taxes that are taken out of bonuses. So they only tell you the math they want. In any business outside of government, J.B. Pritzker would have been arrested after that speech. If he came out to a board and told about a company, the revenue projections of a company, and he lied about the liabilities, you go to jail for that. But in politics, you get reelected. So the problem is, no matter where you are in the state, you have to understand, you have a financial crime that is being perpetrated and covered up at the same time by the party in charge of the entire state. It's a massive pickle, kid.